Oh my God, you guys, Meghan Markle is absolutely horrified right now. And honestly, can we even blame her? Imagine waking up to find your darkest secrets, your private conversations, and your carefully guarded strategies spilling out before the whole world. That's exactly what's happening. Word on the street is that Meghan's worst nightmare has come true. Leaked excerpts from Jessica Mulroney's upcoming tell-all memoir are already floating around behind the scenes, and the details, they're devastating. Like, career-ending devastating. The second Meghan caught wind of this leak, she reportedly went into full-blown panic mode. Emergency calls, frantic back-to-back meetings with lawyers, total chaos in the Sussex camp. It wasn't just panic. Insiders say it was sheer devastation. Meghan was shaking, scrolling through these leaked reports, hands trembling, eyes wide in shock. Palace whispers claim she was on the verge of breaking down, and the timing couldn't be worse. Meghan has been working overtime, desperately trying to rebuild her public image after years of non-stop criticism. Just when it looked like things might be smoothing out, boom. Jessica Mulroney, her once closest friend, drops an atomic bomb that threatens to tear everything apart. The betrayal of a ride-or-die friend. You've got to understand just how deep this friendship ran. Jessica wasn't just some Hollywood acquaintance. She wasn't just another name in Meghan's glittering contact list. No, Jessica was her ride-or-die, her confidant, the person she trusted with secrets she thought would never leave the grave. This woman wasn't just a friend standing on the sidelines of Meghan's royal fairy tale. She was there, in the trenches. She helped orchestrate Meghan's royal wedding. Yes, the wedding of the century. Jessica knew every single detail. The flowers, the hidden family drama, the tears, the arguments, the sleepless nights, and most importantly, she heard Meghan's raw, unfiltered thoughts about the royal family. But it didn't stop there. When Meghan was at her lowest, ripped apart by tabloids, suffocated by palace staff, feeling alone and trapped, it was Jessica she turned to. Midnight calls, tearful FaceTimes, frantic text messages. And get this, Jessica allegedly documented everything. Phone call notes, text threads, even voice recordings. That means the world may soon see Meghan unguarded, raw, and absolutely vulnerable. And now, that trust is being weaponized in the ugliest, most public way possible. Jessica's receipts? The Netflix bombshell. Now here's where things get nuclear. Sources say Jessica isn't just throwing accusations around. Oh no, she's coming armed with receipts, screenshots, forwarded emails, recordings, the works. The most explosive revelation? The Netflix deal. You know, that massive contract supposedly worth over $100 million that saved Harry and Meghan after their royal exit. Jessica, insiders claim, was right there during those negotiations. She allegedly has messages showing Meghan plotting behind the scenes, strategizing about how to leverage royal drama, how to keep controversies alive, and how to milk their story for maximum profit. Even worse, whispers say Meghan was planning all of this before she and Harry even left royal life. Imagine it. While still a working duchess, Meghan was allegedly plotting her Hollywood career, discussing money, strategizing for documentaries. That carefully polished narrative that they were forced into deals after being cut off could crumble overnight if Jessica proves these claims. And here's the kicker. Sources allege Meghan and Harry even prolonged certain royal family dramas to create juicier Netflix content. Think about it. Every family feud, every headline, every scandal, potentially manipulated for the cameras. If Jessica has the proof, Meghan's entire brand of victimhood could collapse into a narrative of cold, calculated opportunism. The puppet master allegations, Spare wasn't Harry's alone. As if the Netflix revelations weren't damaging enough, Jessica's book reportedly claims Meghan was the puppet master behind Spare, Prince Harry's bombshell memoir. Remember, Harry's book was marketed as his truth, his personal journey. But insiders say Jessica has evidence, texts, notes that Meghan actively coached him on what to include, which royals to target, which stories to frame for maximum impact, which secrets to expose for maximum sympathy. It doesn't stop there. Whispers suggest Meghan may have even ghost-written parts of it through sheer influence, guiding Harry word for word. The darkest allegation? That Meghan weaponized Harry's grief over Diana, pushing him to draw parallels between Diana's tragic treatment and Meghan's own experiences, that she essentially manipulated his trauma to attack the royals. If true, this isn't just scandalous, it's potentially marriage-ending. Imagine the headlines. Harry, Meghan's puppet? Royal experts are already predicting devastation if Jessica's receipts back this up. If you thought the Netflix and Spare bombshells were bad, buckle up, because Jessica's so-called revenge list is where the tea gets scalding hot. According to insiders, Jessica has documented proof, yes, actual receipts, that Meghan kept a mental and maybe even written list of royals she wanted to get back at. Not just petty grudges, not casual complaints over tea, strategic, detailed plots of revenge. Publishing whispers say Jessica recorded conversations where Meghan Meghan named names, targeting specific royals she believed had wronged her. And these weren't drunken rants or late-night vent sessions. No, these were calculated discussions about how to bring certain family members down through the media. The tactics? Allegedly brutal. Reports suggest Meghan planned which interviews to give, which documentaries to film, and which secrets to drop, all designed to humiliate her enemies in public. Jessica supposedly has evidence of Meghan setting up scenarios, even recording private conversations without consent, ready to unleash at the perfect time. Imagine it, every family dinner, every icy look, every whispered word turned into ammunition. Jessica's memoir could expose Meghan not as the wrong duchess, but as a ruthless strategist playing three-dimensional chess with people's lives. The racism scandal flip, and then there's the infamous racism scandal, the one that blew up their friendship in 2020. Remember when Jessica was accused of white privilege during that ugly social media fallout with Sasha Exeter? Meghan's silence was deafening. Overnight, Jessica was canceled, and Meghan came out looking like a principled icon standing up against injustice. But Jessica's version? A whole different story. Insiders say she has messages proving she begged Meghan for support, pleading for her to stand by her side, reminding her of their years of loyalty and sacrifice, and Meghan's response? Cold, calculated. Reportedly, she decided that standing with Jessica would damage her own brand, so she cut ties instantly, sacrificing her closest friend to protect her image. Even darker, publishing insiders suggest Jessica will claim Meghan used the scandal, that she may have even encouraged Jessica to take certain actions that worsened the backlash, only to abandon her when the firestorm got too hot. If Jessica proves Meghan knowingly hung her out to dry for her own gain, that shining image of Meghan the justice warrior will collapse into something much uglier, a woman willing to throw anyone under the bus for self-preservation. Meghan's digital purge. And let's talk about Meghan's desperate cover-up. The minute these leaked excerpts started swirling, sources say Meghan went into overdrive, scrubbing the internet of her friendship with Jessica. Old Instagram posts? Deleted. Wedding photos with Jessica's kids as page boys and flower girls? Gone. Candid vacation snaps, birthday tributes, gushing interviews calling Jessica irreplaceable, all allegedly erased or archived in a frenzy. But here's the thing, screenshots already existed, the internet never forgets. By trying to erase Jessica from her history, Meghan only drew more attention to the leak. Royal watchers who hadn't even heard of the memoir suddenly started digging into why Meghan was frantically deleting years of content. This isn't just petty gossip, this could rewrite the entire Sussex story. Everything Meghan and Harry built, their brand, their public sympathy, their Netflix empire, could implode if Jessica proves they were staging dramas for profit. Publishing sources are calling the book career-ending. And with over 300 pages of explosive revelations, Meghan's worst nightmare isn't just coming, it's already here. Here's the million-dollar, or should we say seven-figure, question everyone's asking: why is Jessica doing this now? According to publishing insiders, the answer is brutally simple: money, revenge, and timing. Jessica has reportedly signed a jaw-dropping seven-figure deal for Behind the Veil. Publishers know royal drama sells, but this? A betrayal from Meghan's closest friend? This is publishing gold. Insiders whisper that Jessica has been sitting on this material for years, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And now, with Meghan clawing her way back into the public's good graces, the timing couldn't be more devastating. This isn't just a tell-all, this is a calculated move to drop Meghan back into chaos just when she thought she'd stabilized. Royal commentators are calling it surgical precision and revenge served ice cold. But here's the part that stings the most. Jessica allegedly tried to reconcile. Insiders say she reached out to Meghan multiple times, begging for closure, for acknowledgement, for even a sliver of the friendship they once had. Meghan, radio silence. She ignored every single attempt, reportedly treating Jessica like she'd never existed. And that final rejection? It lit the fuse. Jessica walked straight into a publisher's office, inked the deal, and set the wheels in motion for Meghan's biggest nightmare. Now Meghan's facing not just betrayal, but betrayal fueled by rage and profit. The countdown to disaster. So what happens when this book actually drops? Royal experts say the fallout could be catastrophic. First off, the media firestorm. Expect headlines louder than the Oprah interview, but this time Meghan won't be controlling the narrative. Jessica will have proof, screenshots, recordings, receipts that Meghan can't spin away. Within hours, her carefully crafted image of victimhood and humanitarian grace could shatter. Second, the financial hit. Big brands don't like controversy, and Meghan's been walking a fragile line with her partnerships. Insiders say some companies are already preparing backup plans, ready to drop her if the allegations become too toxic. We're talking canceled endorsements, frozen projects, deals evaporating overnight. Third, the Sussex brand itself. Already wobbling after failed ventures, this memoir could finish it off completely. Without public sympathy, without credibility, the empire Harry and Meghan built could collapse like a house of cards. And here's the most chilling part. Royal watchers believe Jessica's book could open the floodgates. If she breaks the silence, who's next? Former staff? Ex-friends? Other insiders Meghan discarded along the way? One book could trigger an avalanche of betrayals that Meghan could never hope to contain. Harry and Meghan? Cracks in the armor? And what about Harry? According to whispers, Jessica's memoir may paint Meghan as the ultimate puppet master, manipulating Harry, weaponizing his grief, and pushing him into battles he might never have fought on his own. Imagine Harry reading documented evidence that his wife allegedly used his trauma as ammunition. Insiders say it could strain their marriage in ways no PR campaign could fix. The united front of Harry and Meghan against the world might start to crumble once the receipts hit daylight. No escape behind closed doors. Meghan's reportedly consulting everyone: PR experts, lawyers, crisis managers. But insiders say it may already be too late. Jessica has proof. Jessica has motive. Jessica has nothing left to lose. Defamation lawsuit? Publishers claim they're prepared, with documentation backing up every claim. Public denials? Jessica's team allegedly has the evidence queued up, ready to drop if Meghan dares to challenge her. PR spin? Experts say it'll only make the book hotter, driving sales and shining a brighter spotlight on every allegation. For Meghan, this isn't just a storm, it's a full-blown hurricane. The avalanche effect royal commentators are calling this the moment Meghan loses control of her story. For years, she's managed to shape the narrative, painting herself as the victim, the outsider, the brave woman standing against the archaic palace machine. But Jessica's memoir threatens to strip that mask away, exposing a calculated operator who weaponized friends, family, and even trauma itself. And if that image sticks, if the public begins to see Meghan not as Diana 2.0, but as the villain of her own fairy tale, the damage could be permanent. The final countdown. As the release date creeps closer, Meghan is reportedly paralyzed with fear. Every day brings her one step nearer to the moment Jessica's betrayal hits shelves and the world devours every last detail. Some royal experts predict Meghan may try a desperate move, dropping her own interview, launching a surprise project, or spinning a new victim narrative before Jessica's book lands. But will it work? With Jessica armed to the teeth with receipts, it may only look like deflection. And the scariest prediction of all? That this is only the beginning. Jessica's book could ignite a chain reaction, emboldening others to speak, piling scandal upon scandal until Meghan is buried beneath the very empire of drama she allegedly built. And now, so here we are. Meghan Markle, once the Hollywood princess who stole a prince's heart, now staring down what could be her greatest downfall. Betrayed by her closest friend, exposed by the one person who knew her better than anyone. The question everyone's whispering in royal circles, Hollywood parties, and gossip columns alike: can Meghan survive this? Because with Jessica Mulroney's memoir about to detonate, one thing is clear. This is not just another scandal. This is Meghan's career on the line. So what do you think? Will Meghan manage to spin her way out of this betrayal? Or is Jessica's book the bombshell that finally destroys the Duchess of Sussex? Stay tuned. The tea is boiling, and trust me, this royal drama is only just beginning. Drama